Hey guys, we're going to get started on working on your lesson 2 of your Dreamweaver website, and this is about creating and developing a web page. So we did a little bit of work on creating your pages here, and then we're going to do some work in here to develop your web page and help you be visible to other searches and different things like that. So first you need to make sure that you have your striped umbrella site pulled up here. And you will be doing this on your own personal website after this, but we're going to practice a little bit on the striped umbrella and then I'll go through the details of your assignment for part 2 here. So make sure you have lesson 1 assignment done so that you can continue on this. And your lesson 1 is just putting a little bit of work in that home page. So make sure you can click here. You should see 2 different folders. I have a few just because of the different classes, but you're going to have your personal one and you're going to have that striped umbrella. And we want to be in that striped umbrella page here. Okay. All right, let's make sure we're in that index page here. And we're going to insert some things to make sure that when people search us on Google that our site pulls up. So I'm going to click on this insert and you guys are going to follow along here. Insert, okay, and HTML. And this will be code. And we're going to use what's called these head tags. Okay. And we're going to do it by keywords. And so if I'm thinking about this striped umbrella website, we had some of these pages, different things. So we want to see when somebody searches on Google, what would it pull in? So the first obvious one is the striped umbrella. We can type in Florida, vacation, resort. Let's see, we have cruises. Let's go family vacation. Let's see, we have fishing. Let's say we had snorkeling, scuba diving. Maybe we want to say that we're affordable. So you can go as detailed as you want in here, but you're trying to get so that your site is pulled up as much as possible. So on your own personal website, you'd be putting in things about you within this, okay? But again, to get there, we go insert, HTML, and then head tags and keywords. Okay, so I'll leave this here for just a second so you can get in there and add in a couple keywords, separate things by commas. And now after you've hit OK, you won't see anything on your main page, but you will see things when you click on code here and you see in the head information here, all those keywords that I put in. And that's the way that, again, like Google will search and find. So then if I'm a resort, I want people to find me. I want to make money, all of that. So that's how that works to be found online that way. Okay, now that we got the keywords in, we're going to do another version of this of head tags, and I'm going to go up to insert again. I'm going to go to HTML, head tags, and here is description. So this is what's going to show up when the search happens, and I've got a little bit of like a paragraph there to explain about my resort or my site. So let's put the striped umbrella is a fantastic resort in South Florida. We specialize in all-inclusive vacations at an affordable and let's see, at an affordable price and are family friendly. Now, you don't have to have everything in there that I did, but just an idea here. So that this is the description that pulls up. So hopefully people read that and then we'll click on it. Okay, and that again goes into code in the description here. So it's in that head, helps with that search and all of that. Okay. Okay, now we're going to do some work with the colors here and changing our font and that stuff. So we're going to go up to modify and then page properties. And in here, I have the option to pick some different fonts. And now we want it to stay pretty simple because this website wants to be seen across all the world. So not everyone has the same font. So that's why we kind of have a limited amount of different things here. So we can pick a different font we want our information to be in. We can change the size to go up. And if I hit apply, I can see in the background that it kind of changed a little bit. Okay, our text color default is white, but I can go in here and I could change that. Sorry, our default is black, and I could go in and change it. Maybe I wanted my text to be blue if I applied there. I'm going to change it to white, which I'm not going to see right now, but then let's change the background color. Maybe I want that to be a darker blue. And okay, now I can see that's in there. You can do an image as your background if you would like, but this is where we're going to change that color. So we were in modify and then page properties. We're going to hit OK, and now I have a different colored background. We're not into anything fancy yet, but here we've got some text, a different font, a different color, and a background color. And so if you want to just take a few minutes here, we can pause the video and just play around with some font color, background color, all that, just to see how it all works, and use that apply to see the changes as it's happening. Okay, so now that I've got a little bit of design background, change the font a little bit here, we're gonna go into creating that menu bar that goes at the top that links my different pages over here. So I'm gonna go to the left of and I'm gonna hit enter, and it's creating this paragraph space. A little bit later we'll look how to get rid of that paragraph space with a line break, but right now we're creating that menu bar at the top. And so I am going to do this by typing out home space dash space, okay, and you have to do this exactly how I'm saying it here. About us, space dash space, spa, space dash space, cafe, space dash space, and activities right now. Okay, so those are the ones I'm going to use right now. And so then we need to link those to our pages down here. So if I'm going to select home, and remember home is my home page, which is always known as index. Okay, and then I'm going to come down to this little link folder. Okay, and I want to make sure that this says site root up here, and it is in my striped umbrella site, and I want to link this to my index page. So here I'm going to click on index, and I'm going to hit OK. And I'm going to do that with the rest of these as well. Now you can see this is a hyperlink. So now I'm going to select my About Us. I'm going to come down to that folder, and I want to be the About Us page. Okay, I've linked that one. Spa folder, and I'm going to click on the spa. Okay, cafe folder, cafe, activities folder, activities. Okay, so now we've linked all of our pages. So you can pause the video here and take a few seconds to make sure you've got all those links set up in your striped umbrella site. Okay, and then I just want to test that my links work out. So I'm gonna go up into that preview, remember that little globe, and we set it up so Chrome is our main one we look at. So I'm gonna preview in Chrome. Yes, I wanna save. Okay, and it pulled up on my other screen. Okay, so it pulled up here, and now I can check if I click on About Us. It's gonna go to a blank page, but right here, under there, it says About Us, Spa, and we haven't put any content in these pages, but if I clicked on Home, it would stay at home. So I have successfully linked all my pages there. Okay, so the next part we're gonna do is changing the colors of our links here. You see that they're blue because that's just the default. You notice when you're online a lot, they're blue when you're hyperlinked, but then they turn purple when they're visited, but we kind of want to change that and make ours a little bit different. So we're going to go modify, page properties, okay, and it's not an appearance anymore, we're going to go into links. Okay, so we have 4 different categories here of how this looks. So right now the default is that blue in the link color. So let's maybe change that on my site. I really like green, so I'm going to hit green. If I look and I hit apply, now you can see they're green, okay? Rollover is when the mouse is on top of that link, kind of what you're selecting. And we are going to do this in your assignment. So you want to know how to do this. Let's maybe change that to, let's go red. Okay, visited links, I'm going to change maybe to blue here. And you can choose your colors for yours. Active links, let's go yellow. Okay, you can choose if you want this to always be underlined, never underlined. You get to pick here, but I'm going to say never. Okay, let's feel like it looks a little bit better. So if I change that there, okay, and then I'm gonna hit F12, which was that shortcut, and to get it to the view on the web, and hit yes, and I'm gonna bring it over. Okay, and now see how the blue now, because it was, I visited those before. So let's see About Us. let's see, cafe. Okay, now it's blue because it's visited. Activities, now it's blue because it's visited. So you can see that rollover is red. So when I'm going to click on it that way. So you can change those colors to kind of fit your theme of your website there. Let's just pause the video and take a few seconds to practice that and just get it how you want it to look. And remember, we're just working on our striped umbrella site now, just kind of playing around and making sure we understand how to do this. Okay, so now we're going to insert a little bit more content, and we're going to do some like putting in an address, but we don't want this automatic space in between our address. So we're going to use what's called a line break here. And so I'm going to type in the striped umbrella. Okay, and I am going to hit Shift Enter. Okay, so that's going to make it so it takes that line break, Shift Enter, and it doesn't create that space in between my paragraphs. So then my next line is where I would put my address. And you are going to do this in your assignment. So Shift Enter. Okay, so this is the address of the fake address, of the striped umbrella. It says it up here on my banner there too, but that's how we do it, so we eliminate those spaces, and that's what's called a line break. Okay, so let's pause for a second and practice using a line break and putting in your address. Okay, we're going to add a little bit more in here too. In your assignment, you'll do this as well, but I'm going to do the Shift Enter, so I keep on this line. I'm going to put a phone number in, so 555. Okay, and I'm going to do, okay, now I'm going to do not the soft or the line break here. I'm going to have another paragraph, and I want you to put this information in, and I'll talk about why in a second, what we're doing with this. We're going to say copyright 2010 to 2020. Okay, and then I'm going to do the Shift Enter for the line break and last updated on colon. Okay, so I'm going to give you some time, enter in that. So pause the video, enter in this information, and then when you're ready, you can move on. Okay, so now we're going to do some font changes with this information, but I don't want it to change my whole entire page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this information, and I can come down here and maybe I want to make my address look a little bit different than the rest of the website. So I'm going to use italics there. Okay, I'm going to select this here and let's go italics, but I also want this information to be a lot smaller. So what I'm going to do is go through here, and you notice from when we did HTML, we had different headings, and I think it cuts off for you guys, so I'm sorry, but heading 6 is the one I want to use right now just to make it a lot smaller on my page. So you can choose from the different headings. One like we used on HTML, that's going to be your biggest, and then heading 6 is going to be that smallest, and we want to use the smallest right now. So go ahead and pause and make sure you've got this adjusted. So use some italics to change it up, and then also make this one your heading 6 to make it a lot smaller. All right, the next thing we're going to do is to create a point of contact with an email link. And so where we have this club manager right now, I'm going to highlight it, and I want to insert an email address so that when somebody clicks on this, it pulls up and it can send an email to this person for more information, whatever that is. So over on the right hand side, you can see the different insert things here, and we're going to click on email link. Okay, it says text is club manager here. Let's just say manager at stripedumbrella.com. Okay, and this, when you do it on your own site, you'll put in your own school email, and we'll make that work here. Okay, so you can add that email link in there. You can also get to it from the insert menu and email link here. So you have it nice and easy over here or through the insert menu. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to create this last updated statement. And so here we have this last update on, and we're going to insert, okay, insert, and we're going to put date. Okay, and here we get to choose the day format. You can insert this day of the week if you want. I'm not going to put that, but I wanted to say March 7th, just however you want it to look on your site. You can pick which one you want to do here. I'm going to pick this one. Time, you can add in the time like an AM, PM, or military time. I'm just going to say no time right now, but I absolutely want this checked. Okay, so update automatically on save. So anytime I save my website when I'm designing, it will automatically update on my site. So that has to be clicked on your assignment too. Then I'm going to hit OK. And now I